Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today I want to speak to non-preppers or people who've been thinking about prepping and they just haven't gotten into it. They see, the wisdom in having some extra food and stuff like that, but they're really concerned about the idea of being called a prepper. There's a real negative connotation with the word prepper after doomsday preppers and some of the crazy prepper shows that we've seen on TV and stuff. And because they try to sensationalize it, they try to make people look crazy and all that kind of stuff. And I'm here to tell you that prepping is not crazy. Prepping just makes good sense. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons to become a prepper. So the number 1 reason to become a prepper is because you become more self-reliant. You don't have to rely on government services. You don't have to rely on handouts. If there's some kind of a disaster, whether that be a short-term regional disaster like a tornado, a fire, forest fires, an ice storm, power outages, or hurricanes, or any of those kind of things that happen to localized economies all around our country all the time, or whether it's a big disaster like an electromagnetic pulse or nationwide civil war or something along those lines, anything that is terrible, you will be in a better position to be more self-reliant if you're a prepper. Number 2 is it gives you more options. If you're well prepared, you have a lot of food and water and your self-defense and first aid and all that kind of stuff. It gives you options. You can stay in your house. You don't have to leave or go out into society to try to get food, to try to borrow for food or try to buy food or beg for food. You have that food there already, so you don't have to worry about it. You can just stay there and defend your own home, and you'll be okay. It gives you options to be able to leave. If you don't feel like you're safe in your home, you can pack up a bunch of that food and that water and all that kind of stuff. You can hop in your car and you can go somewhere else, somewhere safer. Maybe you can drive to a relative's house or to a different region of the country that's unaffected by the disaster. It gives you options. That is the number 2 reason why you should become a prepper. Number 3 is it relieves a ton of stress. Just everyday stress. When you have several months worth of food and water, and medical supplies and all those kind of things stocked up, you have the basics covered. If you lose your job, it's not going to be a big deal. You know that you have time to be able to go out and get another job. You're not in a rush. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck because you can feed yourself and your family if you need to. So that is why that's number 3, is it relieves a ton of stress. You know you can provide for your own self-defense. You know you can take care of basic medical injuries. You know that you can feed yourself, and you know that you have ways to get water or have water on hand. You've got all the basics covered, so you don't have to sweat, the small stuff basically. You've got the basics of life covered. It's a stress reliever. Number 4 is being a prepper helps teach your children to become preppers. So we're starting a snowball effect that'll affect the rest of society. When we become preppers, our children see that, and so they will then want to be preppers as well because it makes sense. They want to know that they're secure. They want to know that if there's a problem, that we have plenty of food on hand, that they're not going to starve. They're not going to have to, be without food or be hungry or anything like that. It makes the kids feel better about it, and in turn, when they get older, they will also be preppers as well. And that's going to help society at large. And the number 5 reason to become a prepper is because you will start to see other preppers around you, and you will help to affect getting more people into the prepping community. Now, you don't have to get on YouTube and do videos and stuff like that like I and other people do, but as you get to know people, they will see the change in your life. They'll see how it affects you, and they will want to know, why do you do this? What's the reasons? And you'll be able to give them a logical explanation. And so you and your friends will probably start to become preppers as well. They will look at what you do and they'll see that as an example, and so they will become them, as well. You'll also get introduced into the prepping community, and you will probably meet other preppers too, which will be a great thing because those are other people that you can rely on after you've built a degree of trust and stuff like that during a disaster situation. So that just helps you to be even more secure. Anyway, guys, that is the top 5 reasons to become a prepper. If you can think of other reasons to become a prepper, I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. And for everybody who's watching, definitely check out the comments, because I know that my subscribers who's watched this channel for a long time are going to come up with some great suggestions. As always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you use our Amazon link. There will be a link in the description below. If you buy anything on Amazon, all you got to do is click through that link. You can buy whatever you want. It doesn't cost you a penny more, and it definitely helps out our channel a whole bunch. I also appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation, prevent support performance. Stay safe, guys.